Good morning, Geometry Honor students. So Mr. Chen again. So today we would like to go through that lecture 3.3. So proving lines of parallel objective. So we got applying exterior angles, inequality. So number 2, use various method to prove lines parallel. So started with those method of proving lines parallel. So as we talked about earlier, so the corresponding angle, alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side interior, all those type of angles. So method 1 would be alternate interior angle. So let's say that if we do have angle 1, it's congruent to angle 2. So by using that, the converse of alternate interior angle, so we can show that line A is parallel to line B. And then this one is similar, alternate exterior angle. If angle 3 is congruent to angle 4 by using the converse of alternate exterior angle, so we can show that line C is parallel to line D. And then method 3, corresponding angle. Angle 5 is congruent to angle 6 by using the converse of all corresponding angles, so we can just prove that line E is parallel to line D. Line F, excuse me. So this one's a little typo right there. This one's supposed to be line F. Okay, so now let's see what else. Okay, so this one, same side interior angle. So if angle 1 plus angle 7, angle 7 plus angle 8, excuse me, equals 180 degree, then line G is parallel to line 8. So by using the converse of same side interior angle. And also the other method, it's the same side exterior angle. So let's say that 9 and 10, angle 9 and 10. So also we can talk about that exterior angle, but it's on the same side on the left. So angle 9 plus angle 10, if combine those two angles, if you just add those two angles, ending up equal to 180 degree. So that means line X, it's parallel to line Y. And also two coplanar lines are perpendicular to the same line. So let's say that ray A is perpendicular to line C, and ray B is perpendicular to line C. So therefore those two rays, A and B, they're parallel. So this one will be the coplanar lines are perpendicular to the same line. So here's the example. So using identifying the method that proved the following lines parallel. So obviously the first one would be considered the same side interior. Same side interior angles. So using the converse of same side interior angles, so we can show that line A is parallel to line B. And the other one here, so this one, those two lines are perpendicular to the same line. So this one can say that it's a method 6, so coplanar. And then for C, corresponding angle. Okay, so this one's method 6. Corresponding, so that's one of those, which is, I believe that it's method number 5 or number 3. So just say that it's the converse of corresponding angle. Okay, so here's one of the another definition. So we do know that the exterior angle, angle 1 plus angle 2, so the non-removable interior angle. So non-remote interior angle, like angle 1 and 2. So once you combine it, so that would be considered angle X. Well, so here's the reason why. Because angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degree. Because that's the measure of all the angles of a triangle. And then one thing that we notice, the exterior angle, angle X plus angle 3, it's also 180 degree. And by using the transitive properties of equality, so we can say that angle 1 plus angle 2, it's the same as angle X. So the exterior angle, it's always the sum of the other two non-remote interior angle. So another thing that we can show that X is greater than angle 1, X is greater than angle 2. Well, why is that? Because that angle 1 plus angle 2 is always considered the sum. So then that would be the measure of angle X. So by the time you subtract, you'll see that angle X is greater than angle 1 and angle 2. Okay, so now here's the example for this one. So find the restriction on Y. So in order to get that the restriction for y, so that means we need to find out the compound inequality. So obviously y is going to be greater than 0, okay, because that cannot be negative angle here. So one thing that we notice, this angle would be considered 180 minus y, because that would be considered a linear pair. And the other angle here, so you subtract from 180, so you'll get 60. So one thing that we notice, so 60 plus y, so then that would be considered 120. So basically we can find out that the measure of the angle, okay? So this one, the restriction, so basically you can just say that angle y is what, 60 degree. Because this one is a triangle and this one is a straight line, so there's no need to, oh, you know what, 60 plus y, it's not, 60 plus y is not 120, because that would be considered the incorrect equation here. So here's another angle, so let's say this angle is, so let's say this one is angle x. So angle x plus angle y would be considered 120, using that the alternate, the exterior angle theorem. Okay, so now let's see right here. So we do know that angle y is going to be less than 120 for sure. And one thing that we notice, so compare that all those three angles here. So 60x, angle y. So once you combine them all together, so that would be considered 180 because the triangle sum theorem. So basically angle y showing that it's 180 minus 60, which is 120, minus angle x. Okay, so in order to find out the restriction, so basically this one, you can just say that angle y, it's in between 0 and 120. It's greater than 0 and it's 120. Okay, so find the value of x if those two lines are parallel. So P and Q are parallel. So we do know that these two angles, they're considered alternate interior angle. So that means x squared minus 5 equals negative ax plus 4. So solve for x. Bring everything together to one side. So negative 5 minus 4, then that'll be negative 9. And this one looks like it is factorable. So x plus 9, and then x minus 1. So x cannot be 1 because this angle will be negative. So x got to be considered, well, x cannot be positive 1 right here, but it could be negative 9. So negative 8 times negative 9, 72 plus 4, so 76. And then negative 9 quantity square, 81 minus 5. It's also 76 degrees. Yeah, so it got to be negative 9. If this one is 1, so 1 squared minus 5, then that would be negative 4. That doesn't make sense. Okay? So solve for x. So x equals negative 9. Okay, so that's it. And let's see what else. Yeah, that's the end of this lesson. So making sure that you guys understand those variety methods. So 6 different methods to prove lines parallel. Okay, corresponding angle, alternate interior, same side interior, alternate exterior, and also the one that with the perpendicularity. Okay, if two lines are perpendicular to the same transversal, so that means those two 90-degree angle. So showing that line A is parallel to line B. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching the video today.